right, let's get Kennedy on here. She's got problems. A real cat fight, like legitimately a cat fight. Abby, this is about cats. This is going to be right in your strike zone here. Hey, Kennedy, good morning. You are on the Bert Show. You're having a fight with your roommate over your cats.
Oh, good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Yes. Okay, so, little background on me. Fresh out of college. I'm finally finding my groove in my new career.
Okay.
So, yeah, exciting. So, instead of taking my parents up on their offer to live at home, I decided to take a shot at living in the city on my own. But, I needed a roommate at first. I figured, save a little money. It's expensive. So, my best friend's coworker, her name is Stephanie. At the time, she was looking for a roommate too. So, my best friend thought it would be a perfect fit. We met up, we had lunch, we just wanted to see how we would vibe, and she was super sweet, and we totally bonded over our love for our cats. They're our babies. So that was 7 months ago at this point, and I'm over it, y'all. I'm over it. What started out like really nice. It was a nice living situation, but now it's just an absolute nightmare. So although I have a cat, I didn't want my place to smell like it, like she doesn't care. She doesn't care what it smells like. She lets her cat, who I call her Cat Taz, short for the Tasmanian Devil, okay? She lets that thing do whatever. The cat scratches up everything in the house, tries to eat my baby's food, and is constantly trying to fight my cat. So I'm just like, because of all this, I have to keep my cat locked in my bedroom. But, she needs to roam, she needs to roam freely. It's our place too. So, I don't know, I've tried to talk to Stephanie, but she's always placing the blame on me. Everything's always my fault, and I'm just over it. We have 3 months left on our lease, and I refuse to pay the money that's left. Okay, I'm not the one that's doing all these things. She's causing all the trouble, so I shouldn't be the one to have to break it. So is there anything I can do to get her out? Like, I need her and that demon cat out ASAP.
All right, well, whose name is on the lease? That's the first thing.
Both of ours.
Okay. Well, then you got to stay there for the next 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're going to take the hit on that.
I know. 3 months, is it really worth it to cause all this trouble for 90 days? Have you seen 90 Day Fiancé? That stuff goes by quick. You know what I mean? Like 3 months, if you can just suck it up. And I think the hard part is that you didn't cause any of the damage to your stuff or your apartment. So that's money that you'll never recoup. But at the end of the day, in a couple of years, this girl is just going to be like a dinner party story. It's that horrible roommate you had your first year post-grad, but think about all the money you saved because you lived with her.
Well, let's put you in her place, because you have a cat and you absolutely adore your cat.
Yes, and she's an angel. She would never do anything like Taz did.
Okay, so let's say your cat is the angel, but you're living with somebody that has a hellcat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're protective of your animals the same way you would be your kids also. So 90 days to you would seem so long, right? If your cat was getting its ass kicked every day?
Yeah, but what options do you have except for move out? You signed the lease, you made the commitment legally to live there for a full year, and the reality is that it just didn't work out, and it sucks. But I think that's just kind of like a part of life. You make decisions, you hope for the best, and then crap hits the fan, and you have to deal with it. And usually it's your bank account that takes the hit.
I agree. I really don't know what else you can do other than maybe have a talk with her, try to meet somewhere in the middle about this cat's behavior. But outside of that, unless you could teach your cat how to fight, cat food or something, I don't know what else you could really do.
Yeah, because the problem is cats are so sensitive when it comes to introducing new cats to the space. When I was thinking about getting a second cat, because yes, I am a cat lady, I was doing all the research on YouTube. I was watching the Cat Daddy YouTube videos, and he has a whole it took 6 months just to introduce a new cat to another cat so that they don't kill each other.
You got to
get along. Yeah, you got to keep them in separate rooms. You got to introduce the smells to each other so that they don't think that they're a threat. And then finally, after 5 months, they're allowed to be within 2 inches of each other. So at this point, like, it really is too late. And I think you just kind of have to take the hit financially.
Yeah, I don't really know what you can do about it here except stick it out for, 90 days or find somebody that you can crash with. But it seems to me that since you're on the lease legally, you got to be there. You just got to protect that cat somehow. And I'm not exactly sure. I've never had cats really. Well, not for a long time. So I wouldn't even know how to deal with it.
Well, I mean, it's like any other pet. You would just keep them again locked in your room. For me, I would show up with the samurai sword, but that's because I'm crazy cat mom. I like to think that maybe most people are a little bit more chill than me.
90 days, Kennedy. You can suck it up for 90 days. 90 days, go protect that cat, okay?
You got this.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
Godspeed to you and your cat. Godspeed.
The Bert Show.